and welcome. Ryan here from Fiscal, and today I'm going to take you through a deep dive looking into our documents and email templates. Now, when we go to our settings and we select documents and email templates, we get presented with this page. So a couple of things to note about our documents and email templates is, we'll cover now is how does the template work? How do we export it? Having version control, the sort of the toggle fields in the document templates, referencing a guide from Cin7 Core's help articles, and then just iterations and how to improve and so on. So when we're looking at a document template, we can select the relevant document from the drop down over here and then download the template. When we're looking at version control, we would obviously want to save the document template somewhere safe, just in case we override the original template. However, I would recommend that when we're creating new templates, we actually create the new template instead of updating the document template in the original template. So we would do that by selecting new template and then selecting which type of template we are editing. So in this example, I'll be doing purchase invoice, change the name to test, for example, and later on we can adjust that. And then we would browse our available documents on our desktop and select the document that we have adjusted and then save it. So when we're looking at our when we're looking at wanting to adjust our invoice, select purchase the relevant document rather, and download the original template. Opening the original template in our Microsoft Word, we get presented with this layout. And you'll notice that there are some characters in the documents that are double arrows, right? When we highlight this, and we can highlight all or just the one, we can toggle the field codes. And this allows us access to behind the scenes. So the front portion of it is almost just the name or the title of the merge field that we are going to be editing. Then when we go into the template, we have to toggle the field codes and open it up. Now we have access to changing the type of reference that the document is going to call for. There are a lot of help articles on Cin7 Core on how to edit these documents and which merge fields call from what line. So if we go on to our help article for the purchases, for example, you can just find this by going into Cin7 Core help article, into the documents and templates, and then searching for purchase or sales or inventory and so on. Then you get given the reference list. So if we look at the field code and then the description, what we want to input into the document is the field code. So it'll be line 3, for example, and Cin7 Core just knows that it is referencing company address line 3. And so that is the case for things like supplier name as well. So you'll notice that the references don't have any spaces in them. However, the description obviously does. This is what we interpret as the data that we are looking to call for. And on the left-hand side is the actual text that we have to put into the document. So we would take that text and put it in over here. Right, so also on this document, we can obviously, or on any document, we can update it with our branding. So because this is a Word document, we can adjust it as need be. The one thing to note is that this document, obviously, it works best in table format. So there are a bunch of hidden tables on here that you can't see. For example, this PO line item section over here, that is a table. Very important to note is the table start and table end sections as well. But the most important thing is that we import or reference correctly and then iterate and iterate. There will be a few variations or versions that you will go through to make sure that what it looks like when we print or email the document is accurate to what we intended. So but when we do this, we're going to go back to Cin7 Core. We're going to create that new template, select the template that you want to select the template or the document that you have adjusted, adjust the name to test, for example, save it, and then go into a purchase order and print the invoice and verify that what it looks like or what you intend it to look like is what you are getting. And it will take a few iterations. There's some spacing nuances and sizing nuances as well. Then when we're looking at barcodes, this is also sometimes quite frustrating, but if you'll see that I have one here with a purchase order with a barcode on it, and this is because we wanted to test how the barcode functions on the when we print the purchase order. So downloading this template will allow me access, will show up as such. So you'll see that I put a bunch of spaces there. And if I highlight this and toggle the field, you'll see that it's a merge field PO number. Now, what makes this a barcode is this asterisk and the font. So it's a particular font called ID Automation, and this is what creates that barcode. Right, and that is everything to do with documents and email templates.